When you hear the name Brough Superior, you don't just think about motorcycle SE, you think about legacy, craftsmanship, and mechanical artistry. The brand, once dubbed the Rolls-Royce of motorcycles, has returned in recent years with breathtaking machines that blend heritage with modern engineering. And the 2026 SS100 is a living, roaring example of that philosophy. This isn't your average motorcycle review, because the 2026 SS100 isn't your average motorcycle. It's a visceral experience that starts before you even thumb the starter. Just looking at it sets your heart racing. From the moment you walk up to the SS100, you're greeted by a design that's unlike anything else on the road today. Every curve, every weld, and every line feels intentional, like a piece of mechanical art carved out of billet dreams and brushed aluminum. Up front, the SS100 commands attention. The large, rounded LED headlamp set in a minimalist housing speaks to the vintage inspiration, but it's paired with modern touches that bring it to life. The front forks, uniquely designed in a flower-type girder configuration, aren't just eye-catching, they're a conversation starter. Unlike the telescopic forks on most motorcycles today, this front end gives the SS100 a distinctive stance and a ride character all its own. The dual-disc brakes with Behringer calipers and the precision-machined wheels remind you that while this bike may look like it belongs in a museum, it's engineered for performance. Move to the side and the silhouette of the SS100 tells a story of speed and elegance. The frame is a masterclass in designate, constructed from titanium and aluminum for the perfect blend of strength and lightness. The engine, a glorious V-twin built in collaboration with Akira, sits proudly on display like the centerpiece of a sculpture. The exhaust system, with its high-mounted twin pipes on either side, adds an aggressive edge to the otherwise polished aesthetic. And those pipes, they don't just look good, they growl with a deep, throaty note that reverberates in your chest. The fuel tank, with its hand-finished aluminum surface and leather strap running down the center, is a callback to the brand's 1930s roots. Yet, it all feels intentional, not retro for retro's sake. The craftsmanship is nothing short of exquisite. Each SS100 is handmade in Toulouse, France, and it shows in the details, from the machined levers to the neatly tucked wiring. Even the smallest components have a tactile quality that makes you want to reach out and touch them. As you swing around to the rear, you're met with one of the cleanest tail sections you'll find on any production bike. There's no clutter, just a finely sculpted seat unit, a sleek integrated tail light, and a single-sided swing arm that gives a clear view of the rear wheel. The rear suspension, a monoshock tucked neatly beneath the bodywork, maintains the bike's elegant proportions while providing modern comfort and adjustability. The attention to detail continues here too, with brushed aluminum and leather touches extending even to the passenger pegs and seat stitching. Climb aboard, and the experience gets even more special. The seat, trimmed in premium leather, is firm but comfortable, placing you in a slightly forward-leaning position that balances between sporty and relaxed. The handlebars are low and wide, giving you great control and immediate feedback from the front end. The switchgear is beautifully machined and tactile, nothing plastic or flimsy to be found. In front of you sits a round digital instrument cluster that feels like a modern homage to classic speedometers. It displays your speed, revs, gear position, and other vital stats in a crisp, minimalist layout. Everything about the cockpit, it makes you feel like you are piloting something exceptional, not just riding a motorcycle. The controls feel precise, the grips are wrapped in stitched leather, and the mirrors, while small, are perfectly placed. Even the foot controls are sculpted from billet aluminum, adding to that overall feeling of hand-built exclusivity. But it's not all show, as the SS100 is built to perform. The heart of the machine is a 997cc 88-degree V-twin that pumps out around 100 horsepower and 89 Nm of torque. On paper, those numbers may not scream superbike, but once you twist the throttle, you realize it's not about brute force, it's about usable, controllable power delivered in a beautifully linear curve. The engine has a distinctive character, torquey at low revs, eager in the mid-range, and surprisingly quick off the line. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or cruising along the coastline, the power band feels alive and deeply engaging. That unique front suspension setup isn't just for looks, either. The flower-type girder front end offers excellent stability under braking and reduces dive, giving you a confidence-inspiring front-end feel that's hard to find elsewhere. Combined with a low center of gravity and a well-balanced chassis, the SS100 dances through corners with precision. It's not razor-sharp like a track-focused sport bike, but it's immensely satisfying. The feedback from the front wheel is direct, the handling is stable, and the ride is composed, even over rough pavement. Braking is handled by Behringer components, and they're every bit as premium as the rest of the package. Strong, progressive, and incredibly well modulated, the brakes give you full confidence whether you're trail braking into a tight bend or coming to a hard stop in traffic. The SS100 also features modern electronics discreetly tucked away: a ride-by-wire throttle, selectable riding modes, and traction control systems that enhance safety without taking away the analog soul of the ride. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2026 Brough Superior SS100 is not a motorcycle for the masses, and its price tag reflects that. Starting at around $65,000, this machine is a rolling statement of intent. It's a boutique motorcycle, built to order, and tailored to discerning riders who value craftsmanship over cost. This is the kind of bike that gets parked in living rooms, featured in design magazines, and admired by collectors and not just gearheads. And yet, for those who do ride it, it delivers a thrilling, unforgettable experience. So, is it worth it? That depends on what you're looking for. If you're after the ultimate bang for your buck, there are faster, more technologically advanced motorcycles at a fraction of the price. But if you're looking for something rare, beautiful, and rich with historia, something that stirs the soul every time you lay eyes on it or thumb the starter, then the SS100 is in a league of its own. Brough Superior didn't just resurrect a name with this bike, they revived a philosophy. One that says motorcycles can be more than machines, as they can be expressions of art, personality, and purpose. The 2026 SS100 isn't just a ride, it's a relationship. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Brough Superior SS100, hit that like button, subscribe for more high-end motorcycle content, and drop a comment below. Would you ride it or frame it? Until next time, ride safe, ride smart, and never stop chasing the perfect line.